is there, innovations or infrastructures, especially when it comes to security and safety for your customers?
Now the customer is getting smarter, they understand what is AI.
I'm thinking it's like a new secure services or global connectivity.
So even school kids now are able to access AI.
That's true.
That's the thing.
Now that digitalization means no borders, right?
It's kind of marriage, but difficult to divorce, right? That's why,
So basically this Center of Excellence AI is try to serve our customers quicker with the AI solutions.
Hello Sobat Telkom, welcome to Talk to Connect, and in this episode we have more leaders and panelists here for you, and this topic today is global connectivity, collaboration across borders, and why it is very much important to make sure digital transformation journeys across the world, not only just here in Indonesia, happen smoothly. So let's welcome our panelists. We have Bapak Faisal Rohmadi Jumadi, who is the IT Digital Director of Telkom Indonesia, and we have Mr. Noriyuki Sekiguchi, who is the Chief Executive Officer of SNBTS Global, and we have Mr. Dmitry Domchenko, Director of Network and Data Center Strategy Asia Pacific and Japan, Akamai Technologies. Welcome, gentlemen. I hope you've been enjoying Bali so far.
Oh yeah, sure.
This is much nicer weather.
Weather's nice.
Yeah, nice.
It's much nicer than Sydney at the moment. So good to get out of the rain.
Well, that's great to hear. I mean, it's always sunny here in Bali at this moment. So we'll start with Pak Faisal first. So how is Telkom leveraging its IT and digital capabilities to expand cross-border connectivity and digital services?
Yeah, actually, I mean, Telkom has been investing on the connectivity quite massively across the globe. We invest in a lot in submarine cables. We also invest in, we have 3 satellites as a backbone of the connectivities. And of course, we have other infrastructures that is deployed across the Indonesia archipelagos from east to west. So in that case, that we are committed to continuous investing in that infrastructures, because at the end of the day, internet is about the global connectivities. And beyond connectivities, we also provide solutions. We call it digital platforms and digital services. So we have actually 3 big services: infrastructures as a services, platform as a services, and digital solution as a services. So those are the things that we will serve our customers, which is mostly in Indonesia. But even though the customers in Indonesia, but they still need global connectivity.
That's true.
That's the thing.
Now that digitalization means no borders, right?
Exactly.
And
there is, yeah.
traveling has become, a commodity as well for Indonesians. So everywhere we be, we need connectivity.
Yeah.
We move on to Mr. Noriyuki. Now, global connectivity is evolving very rapidly, especially here in Asia. And from your perspective, what are the biggest opportunities and challenges in building the seamless cross-border?
Okay, let me explain. Maybe let me explain my company. My company is SNBTS Global. It's absolutely 50-50 joint venture company from a SoftBank and BTS. That's a US company, not Korean one.
Yeah.
Right? So then we are very, very focusing on the legacy services. In other words, say voice or SMS, right? Then, but they actually my company is growing rapidly. Like the AI require a lot of demand. Maybe AI data. Then also technically, simply say, one AI data center, AI server communicated with other AI server. That's why you need an AI data center. They need a connectivity, right? Then maybe a lot of demand or a lot of investment required, I think. Also, the very secure service required, I think. But don't forget. For example, most of the user maybe using AI through this smartphone. Means this smartphone connect to this AI server by internet. But who secure this internet, right? That's my ideas. Maybe we have to connect by VPN, maybe possible, but still, this part, part of that discussion is not they are moving forward. Then as I said, my company is a voice technology company, very legacy voice company. Then currently I found, what's the voice network? It's a super secured voice delivery network, right? So if voice network connected to AI server, very secure services we can, prepare. So I'm thinking like it's like a new secure services or global connectivity. This is my idea.
Well, certainly very interesting, because that would be almost like a new innovation, and security is always very important to talk about, right? And moving on to Mr. Dimitri, as a global edge leader, how does Akamai see cross-border collaborations contributing to stronger and more resilient digital connectivity?
Yeah, look, really interesting question, and I think this very important question, particularly with regard to the securities, what we're seeing. Not to paint a dark picture, but we just released the State of Internet reports that we do on a quarterly basis, and we've seen quite a significant amount of uprising in terms of additional cybersecurity threats. 43% increase in just the traffic alone, malicious traffic. If we start thinking about more sophisticated types of attacks, including bots and ransomware complex attacks, they are up by 101%. And this is again all enabled by AI technology, because it's lowering the cost of entry into this particular malicious market. And it's also reduces the barrier for people who are not commonly associated with high technical knowledge. So even school kids now are able to access AI, and if they can exploit the AI, they can actually create ransomware attacks even for schools and things, because we are protecting a significant amount of footprint on the internet. We carry on any given day about 30 to 40% of internet global traffic, speaking of global activities. And we have our own backbone, but essentially our own backbone consists of the subsea cable capacity that we partner up with our key partners. We don't lay our own cables. We don't go in that business just yet. Not probably quite big enough, but certainly good to have right partners with the right SLAs to deliver the outcomes for the great internet.
I mean, that's this conversation has turned quite, because it just experienced quite a turning point where now it seems to be there is a lot of opportunities yet challenges, because new innovations means new risk factors and new threats as well, right? So, Faisal, what are Telkom's key strategies for integrating new digital technologies into its core infrastructure to enhance regional competitiveness, and perhaps is there innovations or infrastructures or new ideas that partner up, especially when it comes to security and safety for your customers?
Exactly. Now, I think out of AI buzzword, the most important thing I think now we should talk about the security, the cyber security, because right now the security is not only on the network security, it's an application security. So we provide the security from the beginning of access to the internet, from the laptop, from the notebook. So once they enter into the gate of the internet through web, that's the security comes to the pictures, up to the network security. And of course, for ISP like Telin, we are not providing our own technology of security. We collaborate with the global security partners like Akamai, one of our partners, our loyal partners actually.
Thank you.
To provide the security, and those security we provide to especially to our corporate customers. So, for personal customers, they will provide their own security, but we're focusing on the corporate customers, government customers, as well as the MSME, micro and small medium enterprise.
Well, that's certainly good to know that your customers can feel the security, because trust comes knowing that their data and of course their activities, their internet footprint is safe. Back to you, Mr. Noriyuki. We've heard some very interesting points in this discussion so far. And speaking of resilience, looking ahead, how do you envision partnerships shaping the future of global connectivity, particularly in driving resilience and creating new growth opportunities for your company and global business?
I think their partnership very easy to say, but difficult to make it. You know, because you know there are a lot of partners in the world within the carriers, right? Just shaking hands, but you know to do the business sometimes difficult. So my experience, one success is in my company. This is a joint venture company in Japan, super Japanese company. Because SoftBank, you know, actually the very domestic company to sell the mobile phone to the Japan market. Then BTS as a global worldwide company located in Miami. How we get married together, make a big, you know, make a joint venture is, you know, like it was very tough. But you know, conceptually, it's you know very fit the puzzle. Then finally we make a big partnership. Then after partnership, you know, joint venture, you know, as I was saying, 7 years passed. Now still super good. Then as I said, you know, revenue growth in 33% CAGR, so super good. So that's why I say partnership is very important. That's why now it's very tough to make some, you know, a partnership. But I think need a, you know, deep discussion between the carriers or between partners. Then finally, we make a big picture, then fit the old puzzle, maybe something happens. So I want to say that's why, you know, partnership is very important, but how it is, that's very important too.
Well, that's a really big key takeaway because the partnership, the way you explained it, is like complementing each other.
It's kind of marriage. No, but difficult to divorce, right? That's why, you know, but I was very surprised when I established joint venture. Joint venture agreement, like, I know how to divorce. So many sentences, right? Because I want to get married with you, so but how to divorce?
You don't want to divorce anymore, right? Like, no,
exactly.
It's a split in the house. No, let's just stay together.
It's just, I mean, it means that you acknowledge each other's strengths and weaknesses, you know, and you complement each other, and that's what a partnership is for. So it's a very big key takeaway in terms of making future decisions for future growth as well. Now, to Mr. Dimitri, we also are experiencing the surge of cloud, AI, and data-heavy applications, as we've spoken about it. How is Akamai working with carriers and infrastructure partners to bridge the subsea capacity with the digital edge?
I think the industry is yet to find that current balance. But I want to reflect also just what does AI mean in this reality, right? Because there's a lot of our competitors and other companies that are doing what I would call AI washing, right? So they're basically taking the products that they had from a long time ago, and they stamp AI on the front of it, and all of a sudden it seems like it's an AI-enabled product, right? So we did a lot since 2015 in our own product sets to enable all of our security solutions and cloud computing to be AI enabled and AI already. We never called it so. All of our security products are actually LLM enabled, and they have assisted machine learning that's been gathering all the data from all of our edge nodes for many years now. And that gives us competitive advantage by providing that reputation management, human versus non-human detection. Even if it's a human acting maliciously on the internet, how do you identify that particular human and actually give them a rating as per the IP address or any other identity they can give a person on the internet. So that's what Foundation is. And what it means in terms of cloud spend and data centers and etc. in the cloud formation, well, we've now also started to invest quite a lot into our own story for the data centers. So 3 years ago, we bought a company by the name of Linode. Now it's branded into the Akamai Connected Cloud. And we thought that the greatest thing that we can actually do is to move all of our internal workloads into our own cloud. And we did so pretty much 95% already. You know, this is also hopefully gives a bit more story to our customers in terms of how you can save money and how you can actually utilize the cloud that is more secure and better connected.
Oh, that's certainly an interesting story. I mean, we have spoken about AI since the very first question now, and we're going to go back to you, Pak Faisal, because I heard that Telkom just launched the AI Center of Excellence in this Batik event. That was today,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
This day. What's the main purpose behind this launch, and how does it contribute to the AI ecosystem and digital transformation here in Indonesia, and perhaps globally as well?
Okay, we actually start in 2018, but after 7 years, we found that we only produce 52 plus use case for the last 7 years, which is probably normal at that time, because there is no such AI as a buzzword, you know. But now, since everybody talk about AI, every company said if we don't implement AI, we'll be lag behind, you know, things like that. We should collaborate more, you know, to Tech Pro, to the AI solution providers, to anybody who can help us serving our customers for AI solutions. So that's things. So basically this Center of Excellence AI is try to serve our customers quicker with the AI solutions, with the high demand of the AI solutions, and gather all the partners that can be long-term partners, strategic partners that serve, that will stay with us for a long time. And then comes up with Telkom Center of Excellence. So meaning centers means we can collaborate in the centers with all the partners to serve our customers better. So that's the idea. So I think for the next 2 to 5 years, we probably we want to serve maybe 10 times use case as we have today, and probably 10 times number of customers that can be served by AI, just like today. Yeah. So that's the motivations behind the COE. Yeah.
Well, all the best in the new, you know, in this new AI Center of Excellence.
Yes.
Well, and congratulations to that. And gentlemen, just to close this interview, if we look 5 to 10 years ahead, how do you see global collaboration transforming, if any, and the way data flows, of course, across borders, and how do you see each and every one of your companies contributing to that? Would like to start with Mr. Noriyuki.
Sure. So I'd like to avoid that kind of situation. So we don't need a news release, but you know, we discuss a lot before, you know, make a news release or before agreement. Then finally, if it's something, maybe something happened, you know, rapidly, maybe easier. So because in the carriers, very unique position. Carrier with carriers is not buy and sell. We are exchange every time. I understand, we are the same position. That's why, you know, maybe partnership is a 50-50. Who is the top, very tough. Maybe everyone united the hands, but you know, the same level. Maybe this is a way to become more success, the partnership in past, you know, after in 10 years, I think.
Certainly interesting. Mr. Dimitri?
Interestingly, at the moment, if we look at the forecast for the traffic growth going into the next sort of 2 to 3 years, 5 years is probably longer term horizon when you look at such a dynamic industry. I don't know if anyone accounting for, but I think our finance is forecasting anywhere between sort of 9 to 15% growth in overall traffic, but there's certainly countries in Indonesia at the forefront of that, which is much higher growth forecast than that. I keep wondering what would be in the 5 to 10 years, given that we're now seeing proliferation of the AI-generated content. We have not even tapped what we're doing with virtual reality and the you know, massive demand on the infrastructure that this will play out. That's from the content point of view. Again, from a security point of view, I don't see how this problem on the internet will be reduced in its importance and its, I guess, value to all of the internet players. So it's going to be continued big focus there. And there's just moving to the cloud computing and enablement of the AI. Again, the whole sustainability story is really, really important. And at the moment, we've seen that the majority of the data centers are in the areas where sustainable growth will not be met in the longer term run. We need data centers somewhere outside of the major geographical locations where we can tap into the solar, wind, all sorts of other sustainable types of energies, and we can fulfill all of our obligations as all of our companies here have got.
Note on sustainability. That was very much appreciated because it is becoming more and more important. Your customers also seem to demand that as well, right? It's becoming new sort of demands that will probably grow also in the next 5 to 10 years. Last but not least, Pak Faisal.
Yes. Actually, I agree on that. You know, the trend is previously, you know, like the demand of AI based on the certain research that Indonesia for the last 5 years is more than 30% growth, which is quite. You know, that's why then finally we facing the demand more than the supply. You know, the way we serve our customers on the AI solution is very lag behind. It's not very fast to deliver. And from the global perspective, you know, all the AI solutions usually are put in the global cloud, you know. But now, since the local demand is very high, we need edge data centers. We need even, most of the companies think about private cloud. You know, they want to have their own cloud and their own premises. That's the different things. Previously, okay, we put everything on the cloud. We don't care whether this cloud is where and in which data centers. We don't care. But right now, since the AI comes to the pictures, the growth of AI is very high. Then companies start thinking, why don't we have our own cloud, private cloud in our own premises to protect our data? You know, those kind of things now comes to the pictures. Even now, the technology support it.
What's interesting is how does that happen? Is that because customers now are better equipped with information than before? That they want things more customized?
Yes, I think so. Now the customer is getting smarter, they understand what is AI, what is the consequence of having their data in the cloud, on the public cloud. Now they're thinking of the private cloud, on-prem cloud, and things like that. So I think that's the case, yes.
So demand becomes much more customized to each of your customers' needs now, right? Gentlemen, it's been a very, very interesting and insightful conversation. Thank you so much for your time. And well, enjoy the rest of your stay here at Batik and of course in Bali.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to Sobat Telkom, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Telkom Indonesia and also our social media on Instagram at Telkom Indonesia. And make sure you stay tuned and on top of all Talk to Connect episodes. See you in the next episode.